Yeah, hello. Welcome back to Interstellar Global. You know the vibe today. You got both directors in the building trying to give one of amazing artists that's working in the city, that's been working with us, entrepreneuring himself as well individually. He's been literally in the booth, in the studio, working with most of our artists in the city. We're going to break it down, let him introduce himself so you guys can know where he's coming from. But welcome back with Interstellar. I'm the Benji Effect. And
Bobby Tricks, we're here, man. We're active live. Live and direct.
Yo, we got J North in the building today. Hi, pleasure to be here, guys. Pleasure to be
Thanks for having me, man. Let's go.
Cover. Welcome, Jay. You know, we've been looking for you for a while. We had to call one of our ops. The ops called his up. The other op called his up. We were like, drop that guy, get that guy.
Get that guy, yeah.
And then it was put it in your calendar. Make sure
Brother.
you show
So you're there on time.
You
all that.
know it
bro.
better than
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
heard it from his mouth, not my
bro.
mouth. But thank you for coming. Welcome
course,
to
of
Interstellar
course.
Global Podcast. Obviously, as you know, we're doing a lot in the community. What's your vibes? You want to give the audience what you do musically?
Well, my vibe, I started off very rap based. I've gone a lot more sing pop songs, a lot more like house music at the moment. But I am singer, rapper, songwriter, producer, engineer, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of
Catch me
extra.
on every little bit here and there. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Jack of all trades.
We like that.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
With Jack of all, break down with all those trades. Like, has that just come off the back of your head, just like as if like, oh, yesterday I woke up, boom, just happened.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let
So
them know it wasn't like off
No,
the,
yeah,
like
it's-
yo, I woke up and I could do all of that.
it's definitely not been straight from the start. I started off just writing, rapping, just here and there. Obviously listening to lots of music growing up, and it's all just sort of grown from there a little bit. I only started producing and engineering quite recently, so that bit I've done for myself for a little bit longer, but for other people it's been quite a new process, catching people's vibes, catching people's different sort of styles. I've been going all over that. Even like producing beats and stuff, it's still a work in progress. It's all about YouTube tutorials and just playing around
Yeah,
until
teaching yourself
something good
as well,
happens.
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. This whole thing is one long process of whatever you want to do, just
do it, yeah.
learn it.
Got your
yeah,
mind to it,
yeah,
do
just
it,
get
yeah,
straight
yeah.
in and
So
learn it.
with that being said, what we've been up to, like doing it recently in the city, like
Recently,
music wise.
Recently, I've been more just producing, messaging other artists, working on collabs,
and that,
working
yeah,
on little features here and there. Even working on being their go-to for any like studio time, or like if they need something mixing quick, I can get that sorted. But yeah, it's mainly just stepping in, being in the room, being like that could be moved a little bit, that could sound a little bit better, having little writing sessions and just trying to put anything that I know out into
Because the first time I met
everyone.
him, I thought he was just like I didn't know how he was rapping. I'm like, yo, who's this J-North kid? Then when I was asking, like, yo, he's cold, he's different.
Yeah.
So I've got a Scouse accent, just him. So he's very unique in it. So yeah,
It's been a mad ride since meeting everyone. Like I first met Liam Adams.
Mama cedar, wet like water on my ceiling. There's a leakage. I'd be lying if I said I didn't need it. Jeepers creepers, hold my peepers. Holy Jesus, holy moly. I got Broly, ain't a stoley. Friends with Tony, yeah, you know me. Bags on me, like my dad, homie.
Yeah, me and LA slipping through with a drip. I'm flowing like water, she's taking a sip. Engines roaring when I get in the whip. One hand on the wheel when we're going on trips. Hands on the waist when we're going on dates. Distance the haters, that's 6 feet of space. I'm running, keep up with the pace. I'm staying ahead of the game, I don't chase. Jeepers creepers, crown on my head's for the king features. Baby, I'm dirty, my fit the cleanest. I'm known for my hair and I know you've seen it. I'm known for my walk and I'm known for my ice. I buy anything without checking the price. Crown on my
Way back when
and it kept on us growing.
We
growing,
met.
meeting who.
we literally met off a whim as well. We met on a train in Chester.
Okay.
Literally,
like Liam.
Started
No way.
talking, and then we were going around for studio sessions. We were writing. We just became so close. Like he's one of my main
guy
bros anyway. Yeah.
behind music, like
yeah,
beside music.
literally, yeah. Outside of music, we just talk, chat. We'd go chill out, and then obviously it led into more writing, more stuff like that. I met Emperor, then I met Jody, and then I met
And kept on,
everybody
yeah,
else, and
keep
it
on,
just sort of
yeah.
snowballed, and now here we all are.
No,
So, yeah,
and that's
it's mad.
that's quick timing. That's,
Yeah, bro, it's mad.
it's not that long.
It's
not that long.
Yeah, it's really not a long timeline. Like it's snowballed really fast.
Okay,
but it's
okay.
so good to be where we are.
In the word in your name J-North, do you have a meaning for what J-North means?
So not really a meaning.
I see how it's spelled, like it's JNRTH.
Yeah, so I've got JNXRTH, so it is basically just, my name is Jason Northage, so it's J from my first name, North from my second name, and one of the lads that I know from way back, he was like, whenever I do anything, I just change a letter in my name just to
and fix
make it a little bit like extra,
like
and
mine.
there's nobody like mine.
It's different.
And I was like, that looks perfect, actually.
Cool.
We'll use that,
Unique
and then we
as
started
well.
printing it on stuff, and it just worked. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's really what J North means. Like, why is it J North? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's more than
It's different. It's definitely its own unique. Cause like when I search on Spotify as well, I've noticed not that many J North will
You can
come
just find
in the
one.
same.
No,
even if
God,
it comes, it won't come as the same you've written.
Yeah,
the same
even if
writing
it's
as
spelled-
yours.
yeah, even if
it
it's
would be
spelled different,
completely
there's-
different
there
writing,
aren't
which
many.
makes sense, and that's good as well. I like that tactic.
Yeah, I was gonna use it just as an Instagram handle and
then
keep
use
it like normal.
Okay,
and
okay.
use an O instead of an X, but I just went for all
Yeah.
else. I was like, it looks sick.
It
Why
is
would
what
I?
it is.
Why would I
enjoy
miss this?
what I
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
It is
exactly.
mine. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Why am I like stressed?
Yeah, man, it's
yeah,
cool,
exactly.
man.
I was like, why
No,
would I
bro,
change it
I'm
if
not
it's
stressed? I'm blessed.
What else we got here for you?
Tell them, like, most of the time, like, being an artist, like, how do you, like, how can you describe your art? How does it take, like, in a sense of genre wise? Let's
Oh,
go into
yeah.
genre, because I feel like it's hard for me to put you in a genre when I'm explaining you to my audience when they're listening
yeah.
to me. Sometimes like, but what music does he do? Because they'll hear you do singing high note,
Yeah.
And you
do a
can't kill
rap,
that, yeah.
hit the hip hop, and smash
you can't
those
kill that.
different levels of
And
it,
drill,
and then they get
like it's nothing.
confused on it.
Yeah.
So like, break that genre.
I would
for
say-
J-North genre.
my genre is very like indie hip hop.
Indie
It's-
hip-hop?
I would say so. It's got its own vibe to it. It's got its own like flow to it, and it'll land on any beat that you give me. Like I can show you the multiple different house beats that I've got that are just weirdly like hip hop vibe, but you can see yourself in a dark like disco with all the lights on. It's so strange,
Yeah,
but
that's
I would
his vibe,
definitely
yeah,
say
true,
like
true,
in
true.
indie hip hop. It's not quite hip hop, but it's very close.
Like a
J-North
Yeah, yeah.
fusion.
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Some J-North
Some
Some
fusion.
very like fusion hip hop
You know what
type
I mean?
stuff.
Some
Yeah.
J-North fusion.
Yeah,
There's,
Yeah.
there's no exact word. There's
No,
just
yeah,
the fusion
I
of
can't
your
put
style.
can't put a name on it because it's just so different.
But
like
I mean, you can eventually make a name for it. You
There-
can
there will
brand
be-
your
Brand your
genre,
own,
bro.
yeah.
there will be a name for it.
Claim that,
Yeah.
'cause I mean, I feel like the only artist I've seen since the last 4 to 5 years actually do something like that would be, for me, from what my perspective, like in the mainstream, would be Burna Boy, because
Yeah.
I feel like he actually made an Afro fusion genre
Yeah.
as well that
For
pushed
himself,
it
yeah.
for himself
Yeah.
to be like, I'm in this lane. Then
I'm pushing
everyone
it, yeah.
else, I'm pushing this hype.
Yeah, facts,
Forget
yeah.
Dre or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that another time, but I'm in this new lane that I made now. No one's even
Yeah.
got it as a genre.
See, as soon as you've got tight beats after your name, that is when you've got your own genre.
True.
So that is what I'm waiting for now.
Oh yeah.
I feel you, but then see how I look at it, yeah, because I never used to listen to Burna Boy back when.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I used to hear him around.
Yeah. Not listen to him,
like
yeah.
just, but I never went to deep him and be like, oh, I'm gonna play Burna Boy today.
Yeah,
Going
true.
back like in 2014, 2015, 2018, I was never
Back in
like
the early
Burna
days,
Just know
Boy
my
yeah.
in my head.
Steph's boyfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now he's actually
Yeah.
in a genre. He's
Now
sitting
he
in a
is.
comfy
Yeah.
genre. He's just promoting himself in one place.
He's sitting at the top of
Wherever,
his tower.
and now
'cause
when
he
people
knows,
actually listen
yeah.
to Burner, they're like, "Oh, he's Afrobeat. No, he's not Afrobeat.
No,
he's actually
he's
Afrofusion.
more-
He's,
he's more
actually
than
something
that.
else.
He's
He's
more
actually
than
like
that.
another thing that's actually been branded
That's
for
been
him.
created for
but
himself,
it took him
yeah.
a long time
find
to
that
grow
sound.
that because I didn't even know he was living in like London for like
Yeah.
decades.
Same, yeah.
For
Yeah,
decades,
it's mad.
for
Like
centuries.
he just floats around London and he does all this amazing Afrobeat sort of Afro style music, and it's just
The harmonized,
Yeah.
all that, it's crazy.
That reminds me of J North's Afro dancehall beat. I'm trying to get the song. I'm badly with the names. But there was one of his releases.
Ooh, which one did I
But
drop?
he did like a
Um,
dancehall vibe to the beat.
Go
and
Low,
you
I
made
think it
that.
might
Go
be.
low,
Yeah, Go Low.
yeah.
Oh,
That was catchy as
that
well.
was the one that was definitely hitting one
Oh,
of that
yeah.
genre kind of vibe, more pop. Even could even go in so many because it just changes.
it's
to
very
the beat.
it's very like fusiony Afro beats to
Could you
like
break
pop
that down
music.
to the audience? Because I know you deeped it to me, innit? But deep it to them.
To them, let them know,
how
yeah.
you like
How
came
that came
across
about,
that
yeah.
idea. innit?
That one was
See her grind in a circle. Watch her body roll round like a whirlpool. Perfect like a splendid rehearsal. Gotta throw it down so tough it can hurt you. You can see her back it up and she means it. Eyes in the room, shorty dancing, they ain't seen it. No, she whispered in my ear, she wanna leave quick. Scene switch, wanna
I got a text message from somebody out in Zimbabwe, actually. And
Overseas
he's-
and that.
Yeah, bro. He is. He's not like a show promoter, but he knows a lot of people, and he can just walk into like festivals and just be there and just have a little look around. And he was like, if you're gonna do anything, you need to take over Africa, because then you can take over Europe, because it
And they
all
keep
strays from there. And he was like, the biggest thing out here right now is amapiano music, and if you can if you can sort that out, you're just all over it. And I just went into a hole of I need to know everything I can about amapiano music to be able to step on it the way I want to and make my own like imprint on the way this beat is going to sound. And it took, I'd say, a week to do a little bit of research, a week to do a little bit of like floating on different beats and listening to obviously all the different artists and any local artists for them that are really, really popular right now. And then all of a sudden I just found this one beat that was just perfect.
Just stuck on.
Yeah, and
was it catchy? I was
in my head I was like,
when I heard that.
just vibing along, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna have to be
It
the
was
one.
summer in it that time.
Yeah, it was around
Yeah, I was
July.
like, it's gonna have to.
That's what music does that to me. I put dates onto the
You put a
music
timeline
almost all the
behind
time,
it,
like a
yeah.
proper timeline onto specific music. But in that sense,
Yeah.
how did you design the cover? Did you get the cover from someone, or did
So
you design it yourself
I did
as
all
well?
that myself as well. I just go off the feeling of what I'm doing. So anything that I write, anything that I make, is always off how I feel
How you
in
feel
the
about
moment.
you
Yeah.
put into
So
that, yeah. Makes
the
sense.
cover that I went with it's like palm trees and like blue skies
vibe,
and
just vibes.
golden writing.
takes
Yeah.
me
So
vibes
it's
to
all just
summer.
very
Proper
summer
summery
atmosphere.
vibe.
It's all just very happy. And it's the feeling that I wanted.
Make you want to
feel
go
whenever
out
you
and
see it.
dance.
Yeah,
buy a
exactly.
drink and, that's
Yeah,
what I
it's
got
one
from
of
it
them
straight
where
away.
I can picture all of my family. I can picture all of my friends all in
Yeah.
one big massive room,
Vibing.
just
Good
having
energy, yeah.
the maddest time
maddest
ever.
time of
Yeah,
their life.
so that is what I wanted the feel to be, and it just worked out perfectly.
Oh, with that being said, now what makes you different from all the other artists? From me, from Benji, from the boys, from anyone? What makes you different?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Put my hoodie on. They got-
Because with me, I know what makes me different than the
Yeah.
artists. I want to know what you.
Oh, I feel like the difference with me and everybody else is
Everyone
just
else,
I am ready to try anything. Like I know people who won't stray out of their sort of like genre, stay out of their comfort zone. I will always try something else. If you've got a mad beat to show me, I want a little piece
Which I
of it. and
tested him on the Wii remix.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent him that.
What was
And
that like?
that did not take me very long.
The remix. The Wii, Wii.
Yeah.
Then the last verse.
Yeah.
I just saying, well, yo, Jane, up, see what you got.
Yeah.
And he just
And he
dabbed on
killed
that
that.
straight
I was
away.
like, what? You can. I'm like, okay,
Bro,
say less.
that was literally. I think it took me a day on that one because you sent it to me and I
And
sent
you went,
it
yo,
back the
listen
day
to this.
after.
I was like, okay, yeah.
So did you hear that with just the beat, or did you hear it with every?
I heard it
everyone on
with not everyone. It was
You had Stepper.
yourself, Stepper, and I think Irie at the time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
And then that was all that was on there at that point. So I had filled a little gap, and I was like, it sounds so good. And then I was doing like beat cuts and stuff just for my
Doing
bit.
his own thing.
Yeah,
His
I
own
was like,
thing.
I'll just play with it and see what happens. And then Bobby was like, yeah, it's going on the end of it. Come and
Yeah.
record it. So we just
Yeah, that hit. Yeah,
yeah, literally
And it
anything
shows,
I
see?
will walk in. Yeah.
He's not a drill artist. He's a
Yeah.
different lane, but he still can be comfy in that genre.
Versatility wise, I'll just walk in and I'll try and walk
Try,
on whatever
yeah.
I can. Yeah, like
Nah, I mess
I
with
am
that
up
heavy.
for any challenge.
I mess with that heavy.
I like that. So could you feature with anyone? Then would you say?
I believe so.
Or-
Um,
Would you say you're proper selective, picky, or would you say just anyone's
As
a
in
goal?
people,
Let's
as
just-
in
to
people,
me,
as in everyone
it is
in
just
the
if the
scene.
song is good, I will always do whatever I
sense.
can to make it my way as good as possible.
And then is that the same for any genre of music?
Yeah, 100%. Like if I feel a house song, I am like,
want
this
that.
is the best thing ever. I just want a little bit
be
of
a
it.
best,
If
yeah.
even
What's his
even like classical country music, I could just sit and if I have the perfect song, I would just be there forever in that
Yeah, true,
sort of
yeah.
end. Yeah.
You see, he loves music.
Oh,
Because who reminded me of that? Jay, I forget. He said his name. AU.
Oh yeah.
Oh my days! He played.
He's gonna
he
love this,
played
by
a
the way.
Playlist of Jay North, and I was just chilling.
He's
in the
gonna love
garden,
this,
we're
by the way.
jamming, and then he's proper just picked a song off Spotify. And you know, for me, I'll probably go on YouTube and look for a song. He's gone on specific Spotify because people don't understand. Back when some music wasn't allowed to go on YouTube. They were just stuck on Spotify.
yeah.
You have to go straight to
And
Spotify
vice
to actually
versa.
get that
Yeah.
source.
And play,
And
yeah.
vice versa for YouTube. You couldn't even get it from there unless you go that way as well.
yeah, play,
But
yeah.
he knew his whole genre. I'm telling you, he broke it down where he's like, oh, yeah. At 4 o'clock, I play this one. Yo, Jay, can I pick this one? Yeah. That one.
AU's
I'm
gonna
like,
love-
hey, nah,
AU's
we're
gonna
making a
love
song
this
today.
feature, bro. Yeah,
From
he's
that day,
gonna
I
love
got
this.
inspired from his vibe.
That
Just
was-
his
that was
energy
a
of how
vibe,
he just,
yeah.
how he was picking genres from you.
See,
for
this
you. And
is
when
what
he
I
played
love,
it, I was
yeah.
hearing it. I'm like, yo, that's not even the same as the first one. That's not the same as the third one. That's
This
not the
is
same
what
as
I
the
love.
fifth
My-
one. Do you know what I'm saying?
My like friendship circle is so there with me. They're always like either in the booth with me. They're always like coming to video shoots, coming to shows. So they all know my sound. They all know what would sound best, and they all have a say in what's going to come next or what's going to be like the next big thing for me on TikToks, on Instagrams. So they've all got a little say, and they all just sort of bicker with each other and bicker with me.
And then
Whenever something comes out,
can have what
it's
first?
always what they've said. Yeah, it's always what one of them has planned, what one of them has picked, and it works out, and they love to rub it in my face about it.
nah, makes sense.
Go on.
Talk about risk, because we are risk takers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big risk taker. What's the biggest risk you've took as in your music career? Like, you think?
I would say my biggest risk was just putting it all out there. Like, there's nothing harder than putting something that you've worked really, really hard on out and seeing any feedback that it gets, whether it's good or bad. So I feel like the biggest risk that I ever took was literally just being like, I'm gonna buy a MacBook, I'm gonna buy a microphone,
Invest in yourself.
and we're gonna do it. Yeah,
Invest in yourself.
Yeah,
type
it
shit,
is, because at the end of the day, not everybody wants to invest in themselves. They want it to just sort of come, but you've always got to put something behind it, or else it's not going to go anywhere that you think it will. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because my biggest risk, I had to quit my job, focus on music. I'm going to focus on work and music. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not-
a hard juggle
it's
because
hard, like-
I'm in the same boat. Yeah.
like, yo, music, focus on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, the risk
And
is.
then it's like different to trying to do just music and then focus on you and then focus on someone else and
then the
yeah,
life
look
and
after
then-
family, then be
Exactly.
family, then actually be yourself.
Then the
Yeah.
song won't sound that good because you're all over the place.
Yeah, because a lot of the time
your
your brain is somewhere else, so you've just got to be able to walk through the
Oh,
door,
yeah.
but leave everything else behind it, and just go straight in. So that's why I like having a bit of a home studio where I can just shut the door, close it, lock it, be in there, be in
That
my own
inspires
vibe.
me, fam.
I like to turn my phone off. I like to even just put it on silent.
That's what I don't
turn
do.
Wi-Fi
You have to
off.
teach me how to do
and
that.
just sit, yeah, because
My phone stay on.
the internet's so distracting. That's the problem at the moment.
Oh.
TikToks are so
Just in there
so
like,
clingy. Yeah,
scroll,
you're
scroll,
scrolling.
scroll,
that's
scroll.
the thing. You're stuck. You're scrolling. You're in the moment. You're in the
Scrolling
moment.
forever.
And then an hour's gone by, and you're like, oh well.
Lost the vibe of the song.
Yeah.
Forgot the hook. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't mind every so often having a little look, but it's more through like music profiles. So I'll look through like Hot Tub TV, YouTube. I'll just scroll through some of the videos, see what sort of sounds people have put up. Even going through like music videos that we've all done in the
Yeah,
past.
no, same, yeah.
Yeah, so that always just keeps me going, but I'll avoid the internet as much as possible while I'm writing, while I'm
Yeah,
recording.
you inspire all of us, fam. Say from now, you inspire all of us.
Yeah, because
Got your own studio, you produce,
I was
bro.
gonna say, where
You
do
do
you
inspire
find
us.
your inspiration from? Do you know what I mean?
My inspiration is you guys, man. Literally. This is gonna sound so like forced, but literally, no.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You guys are-
This is not scripted.
No, yeah.
So
My
raw.
inspiration is all you guys, because like I see
Man,
Emperor killing it every day. He's obviously shooting videos, he's producing, he's doing everything. I see you guys smashing community interest. You've
Yeah.
got all these workshops and everything going on. You've got studio time for everyone. You're just trying to lay
Just
out
help
all
out,
of this
yeah.
information so that anybody can just walk in and start without any obstacles
You're
like us.
answering
Yeah.
that question for us. In that question, yeah,
you said
I
it-
see,
you said
I
it
see you
perfect.
doing like I seen you being around some of the interstellar projects that we've
Yeah.
done, and you've seen what we're doing
Oh,
anyway. How is that for the community? Like, how is that going to benefit the community? Like, what do you see in regards to all this time of crisis and inflation
It's-
and madness? What do you see that what we're doing now? How
Will
can
help
that
the
help
future, yeah.
the
Yeah.
next future of the next?
See the way you shaking and you blow my mind, yo. Betty climb all over me and take your time, oh. Telling me that I'm a favorite, got me saying I know. Go low, go low, go low. I wanna see you throw it back in slow mo. Go low, go low, go low.
My main thing with it is you're giving everybody a chance to be creative, which is not a thing really anymore. Like, everybody obviously gets told they can be creative, they can do whatever they want, But at the end of the day, you need a job. You need to be able to do this. You've got to be able to just walk in and do this. And you're doing it all, workshopping it, doing it all for free to show them all that this is possible. It is doable.
It is possible.
You can have this as a job if you really did want,
Mm-hmm.
because nearly everyone's parents do a normal thing, and all of a sudden we're in a generation where creativity can take you such a long way.
Being
You
yourself,
can be so independent. You can be whatever you want to be online, and people will either love it or hate it. But you're teaching them to be themselves, write whatever they want, and put it out. Just go and
be
do
your
it.
own
Like
boss, be your own
no
boss.
stopping. Yeah, and that is what is pushing me forward currently.
No, that's facts. You nailed it there.
I mean, I like hearing that because like more time it inspires me
It's
to keep doing it an
overwhelming.
extra
bro.
leg. Because now I'm there thinking, okay, you're in a better position to be building, but then you're getting inspired from us. So now it's giving us that extra, like, boom, you can't now sit back down. You got to do the extra legwork now.
Extra legwork.
No, of
Make
course.
sure his inspiration gets bigger because we're already looking at you in another inspirational way.
Because that's the
We
way
need to keep feeding
that's the
back
way
and
I
forth
see all of us.
consistently.
We're all one big team of people who we don't compete with each other. We compete with each other.
It's friendly
if that makes
competition.
sense.
It's friendly
yeah.
competition.
Yeah, it's not like we're going, oh, look, Dave's done that. I haven't had the opportunity
vexed
to do that.
with
I'm vexed. I'm mad about that.
No.
We're going in and we're like, Bobby's doing a show next week. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to be there. We're all going to see it. And then it's Benji's doing a show the week after. We're going to go there. We're going to see what that one's
That's
like,
what I
see
love
what we
with
can
us
take
as
from
well.
there, put it in there.
And that's definitely what
it's
I love about us.
planning the
Even
platform.
video clip wise.
Especially even
exactly.
for videos, just
Everyone
in general,
pulls up,
just
and it's not
especially
forced.
musically around us.
Because everything is getting bigger around us, and we're all starting to see it now, like properly. We're all starting to see that if all of us come together and do something,
It's way bigger. Yeah.
this is how big it's going to be, and that is what I'm pushing for now. It's just a community around it. It's completely different.
Nah, that sucks.
Yeah, like you answered
He's
that.
hitting- he's
and
hitting
like,
it perfect.
He's hitting them. Pow, pow, pow. He's like, what you guys hit?
We're so strong together, yeah.
I got you, man.
Yeah,
We're too strong together, man. We're too strong. So much heads, different genre, different backgrounds, different struggles.
yeah, because there's
And
so
it
many
comes-
things
becomes
that we
a
would have
big
never
bomb.
done separately. There's so many things that would have never happened if none of us knew each other.
I mean, looking back 4 years ago, like, what have you done that you feel like accomplished for the community, if anything, in a sense?
So between the last 4 years, so 4 years ago, literally around this week, I started music properly, and that was when I started writing and started recording properly. So within the last 4 years, there's been so much progression. Like I've been helping younger artists write. I've been helping some of the like smaller artists in Liverpool and even in different cities just find their groove and find their flow in different music. And even just simple stuff like showing them small mixing techniques, just sitting in the studio with them while they're doing anything and just being able to be like, if you cut that there, that'll sound better. And if you do that there, because like we've been doing this for ages in Emperor Studio.
As
We
if it's
just
a normal thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's a
just
normal
sit.
thing, yeah.
But I feel like it's come to a point where everybody knows that you can make money off stuff. So nobody wants to tell anybody else. So that
Yeah,
they make
they're keeping
they're
certain
keeping the
things
money
to
to themselves. But real artists, real producers give each other the
why not?
tools to like grow and build. So that is what I've started doing a lot more of, and what I want to do well more of in the future. So even just like being around any young artists that want to learn how to do like auto-tune rap, because I had a guy messaged me this morning. He was like, I want to start auto-tune rapping, not too sure how it's going to sound. I'm very much like drill raps.
Yeah, he's not confident about it.
Yeah. And it's just finding that feat just to be able to be comfortable enough to just
And jump on it.
scream in a microphone, basically. Yeah.
How it sound.
Yeah. Because if you get too in your head about how it's going to sound, you're not going to
You find
actually
yourself.
feel
You
how
find
it
yourself.
sounds. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of
So
people struggle with that. And that's true. It's true. It's true.
so now it's just going to be a lot of like confidence building, I think, with different artists that I think could go really, really far if they just had that little bit of extra help. So I want to step in wherever I can.
I think I seen your first video was with you and Liam.
Yeah. First video was me
I
and
bet you
Liam.
see that one. I see that
Time
one.
ago,
cut to
time
that
ago.
Before I even
cut to
collaborated.
that one.
Yeah, bro, that was time.
Can we therefore
ago.
cut to that one?
Yeah,
and show the
100%,
audience so they
100%.
can have a little look
Yeah,
as
that
well?
was.
I'm a beast, yeah, unleashed. I send hearts, so I'm praying like a priest. I got bars, matter of fact, I got teeth. She's turned on when she look at my obliques. Blinding when I'm smiling, you can see the gold teeth. My swag is something else, I bet you notice when we meet. You can find me on the block, yeah, you can find me on the street. I'll be dripped out in that ice, but I will still give off the heat. You know.
That was a good one. That was back when me and Liam first started. When I first started hearing about Bobby, actually, because me and Liam were working, and then Liam and Bobby were working, and he just kept showing me like little
I've seen
snippets here
OJ,
and
I'm
there.
thinking doesn't sound too scouse, but he's
Yeah,
good.
but he's good.
I want to I want to collab. And I got Stars, get him on that Stars. And all this, I'm like, oh yeah, he's good. He's a good guy.
We'll cut to that. As well.
Yeah, Stars was
Cold.
Stars
All the
was such
bangers.
a good song,
That
bro.
was another
Such a good
story.
song. Yeah,
Oh my
another
days.
movie.
So we've been
another
building for the
movie,
friendship, the trust. went to his house, recording, he's mixing. I'm thinking,
bro.
he's learning all these things. Like he's been like very like a boss now, and like
Growing in.
so it's
Bro,
inspiring, fam. Like it's inspiring, bro.
It's come a long way from sitting just in my spare time overnight. I'd
Not in your
spend
house, like,
hours
your
in my
own
house,
studio,
to
That's what we all
us
want.
being in,
We want to get to that stage. Like I remember,
Literally.
like that was my first session with you as well. I think Journey, and then I think even when I came in, you was like, "Yo, I got your business cards ready." I was like, "What? What?
Oh yeah,
I've got a business. I need
So-
to which card?
that was literally the
And
first
he was
like 2 weeks of
ready, like-
Interstellar,
He was
yeah,
ready,
because I was like, I need to show him something, and I know exactly what sort of vibe he wants to go off, and I just made like a starter business card, and just showed you straight away, didn't I? Literally as soon as he walked through the door, I was like, Benji, I've got something to show you. You don't have to
At
use
that
it.
time,
I
we
just want to show you.
We just got our first business card at that time. Just
Okay.
our first one.
And he hit you with that
and
one.
he just hit me with it, and I was
like
like,
black.
You're like,
just got this, but, oh
But
man.
that was another thing that I was just trying to learn how to do. That was back when I was starting doing like album covers and starting doing like digital editing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
like obviously you know on the Interstellar, hopefully we'll have even a market for that. I'm sure
Yeah,
even Bobby's got a few connects that even asking how can they
Yeah.
reach those avenues.
Oh, no,
So
yeah.
most of the time, if that shop is there for them, we'll
100%,
for
yeah.
them your prices, because obviously we're free people over there. You know the price people. You're gonna get hit with that.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen his artwork. I'm like, yo, how you put that there in a Lambo there and that? I'm like, it looks cold. Like,
$1,
What?
$2, $3.
Four.
The price went up.
So,
Yesterday's price is not
if you need
today's
artwork,
price,
if you need
guys.
artwork, he's the guy. Hit him up.
Yeah,
'Cause
if
he
you
can
need
do it.
free artwork, it's not us anymore. But we charged you for some artwork. Jane Office got some for you, obviously under Interstellar. But most of the time, we want the audience to feel like, what do you embody, like word, like musically, or just what do you embody for yourself to keep growing? Should I say is the word, or is it? Yeah, what values is the word? What values do you embody to yourself?
time is a big one. You've always got to find time just to do what you love. It's a big one for
Phone
me.
off and that. Turn off phones and that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't do
exactly.
that.
You've got to have a minute for yourself, even if it's not doing anything like that. Even if it's just headspace wise, you just need a minute for yourself.
true,
You just got to
true,
relax. Respectfulness between people. I love respect given is respect taken.
Taken,
I
yeah.
love it. Just being able to walk into a room and have genuine conversations with people is always amazing with me. Like even just walking in here, so many nice people. You get you chase.
You can feel the vibe straight away.
Yeah, you can feel the vibe from the whole team. It's just
You get your Roysies, you get
exactly
your, you know what I mean?
everybody in the building. They're always
Give you
just
their
dead happy
energy.
to see you. They're always that is what I love. I love that just sort of human
Nah, see,
interaction.
I've never seen you sad, so I don't know how he looks when he's sad. You get me? He's always bouncy, happy. I'm like, yo, good
Yeah,
energy,
bro.
man.
I just vibe around the people that I enjoy being around most. So like any music stuff, I'm always there. I'm always dead
Yeah,
happy
on
to just
stage he's
be in.
happy. Music video is always.
I mean, like, yeah, because I mean, the last show we had with you there was at the Interstellar Summer Jam, innit?
Yeah, Mainland show.
And with the Summer Jam, that vibe, like,
It was
give the
just
audience a
crazy. Yeah,
feedback
it
of
was
that
just
vibe as well. And that was
crazy.
at Bobby's
It was
headline.
yeah. It was.
You had it crazy.
It was just mad. It was such a. The room was packed. The energy was high. Everybody was just in such a good mood.
The mum
Obviously,
was there,
Interstellar
vibing.
Summer
Forget
Jam.
his mum. Wait,
Yeah.
Your mum
was there
came with the
vibing.
whole office. The whole office
Yeah,
was
Mama
in
North was in the building.
venue. I was
She had
like,
the
yo,
whole-
that's love.
Yeah,
Shout out
bro.
Mumsy and that.
Shout out
She brought-
Mumsy, come on.
She brought
Support.
her boyfriend, mates, his mates, just a vibe. It was a big group of
Different
people.
age groups.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, it's young
Yeah.
people, it's
They
elder
had,
people. Like,
they had been out beforehand as well, so they were well and truly rowdy before
It was
they
active.
got there. Yeah.
it was ready.
Yeah, they went for a meal. They got a couple of drinks in, and then came
And they
down
came
after
to the
that.
show. Oh, I didn't
But
even know
they
that.
were.
I thought it was from home
They
and
had
they came
such
to
a
the
good
show.
time.
Imagine.
Yeah, they had such a
They
good
were
time.
already
Yeah.
They was dancing more than me. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
bro. They were
you're not
having
tired.
Big up to you
Such
guys.
a
and
good
Thank you,
time.
man. That was beautiful. It was a
All
great
of
time.
it. They.
Everything that I just think of, kind of energy that makes me wanna sing for. Am I on the brink or not? How did it happen so quick though? Was a fraction of my mind just
That's really bad, gorgeous. Diamonds impeccable, flawless.
And they just enjoyed sitting there and hearing all the music and seeing me vibe.
I've seen her son on stage because I'm seeing like
Yeah.
Mumsy's proud. I could see Mumsy's proud. I'm like,
Yeah, it's the one person you look out for when you're
You
on
get me?
stage, yeah. And so it's just a different kind of feeling. And Interstellar Summer Jam was just, whew.
can't forget that night. You can't
Yeah,
forget that
bro,
night.
it was
You can't
so
forget
good.
that.
Like that,
So
like that.
good.
They're teasing us to try and pull another one, but
I
obviously it's
know,
not part of
bro.
the business. So most of the time,
I know.
Gotta do it
it's,
separately.
we do it
Yeah.
from our own back
Yeah,
pockets,
it's a
and it hurts
different
us
thing.
really if we do push a narrative
Yeah.
like that. We just need you guys to support us, like consistent,
Oh,
like how your
100%,
mom's
yeah.
done that, came all the way and actually did the extra
Yeah,
legwork.
and bring
It
more
gave
people.
him
She
the
brought-
extra
they all came from
support. It
Wales,
gives
yeah,
us.
so,
This is what I'm
yeah.
saying, and that journey already should say something to the friends around us and the people in our community.
God,
To be
yeah.
like, yo, they've traveled from Wales. That's more
Yeah.
than 4 hours. You're 5 minutes, 10 minutes away. You could have even been like,
100%.
oh, I'll be late.
Could have just shown
At
up.
least.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even if,
Like,
Yeah.
it's all right, we'll just slot you in
the
here.
good thing about our ones is we're always interweaved through the whole show. There's like, obviously headline, they try and keep them last as much as
Yeah.
possible, but there's always a track with Bobby on. There's always a track with me on. There's always a track with Benji on. So we're always in the show somewhere.
Yeah, we can't just go too far in case you're next on stage.
Yeah, we're always on. We're always on the stage. Like for the last hour of the Interstellar Summer Jam, I was just by the corner of the
Bouncing,
stage
yeah.
because I was just
Yeah.
up, and then I was back down, and then somebody would pass me a drink, and I'd be like, okay, sound, and then I'd be
Back
up, and I'd be
on.
back down
Yeah.
again. Yeah, so because we're all just involved with
Give
each
me
other.
flashbacks.
That's what's
Yeah,
amazing.
bro.
See, and I'm getting that as well. I'm
Flashbacks.
thinking like that's the amazingness of like doing such a community kind of events where
Yeah.
we know who's on it, we know the like kind of support around us, the system,
yeah.
and we know the artists we can put on a good like event that won't
Yeah.
won't make the other artists feel like, oh, I've done
less
one
of- yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've got 6 songs with him.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know he's gonna do all those 6 songs. Now I'm
fact.
back on stage for
Yeah.
6 more songs that you didn't even prep for. Do you know what
God,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So that consistency that you're building around
100%,
you, so
yeah.
it is great, and I love that you even giving us the support
Oh,
to keep
100%,
making
yeah.
sure. Yo,
Yeah, always,
we're
man.
getting Jay on. We're getting Jay on.
Yeah.
If we can't get Jay on, we're gonna kidnap the person we need to kidnap. To kidnap.
need to
Ah, we
get
ain't
him,
doing
yeah.
that. Come on, we ain't doing that.
got
But
the
we're gonna
energy.
ring him. We're gonna find the right people. We're gonna ring his business. We're gonna ring the management
it's this-
because
it's
I know
a-
you're
yeah.
about to turn yourself into a little management limited side
Oh,
of things.
yeah.
So let them hear about that. Unless you don't want to tell them yet, then I'm not
Uh,
gonna
The business side.
I'll tell you a little bit. So the business side has started. It is J North Limited. We are.
Steve Dawn in the banger.
Yeah, go low, wine slow. See the way you shake it.
You guys heard it here first, Interstellar. We got the good stuff.
It is mainly just for like recording, putting people's music out, any sort of like sit down conversations with people, and just to be able to give any advice that I have basically. And I want to start working with people who want to get into music and give them that platform to be able to be like, I'll put this out for you. We'll promote a little bit, see how it goes, and see how you feel in the limelight, and go from there. At some point soon, I do want to start doing shows and putting on events and stuff like that. But it is just the bottom building block right now. Still getting all of the like contacts and all of the like people around me just to.
That want to help the
Build.
network.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so is that just for independent artists or?
It's going to be a little bit of both. Independent artists. It's going to be maybe down the line sign a few artists. Obviously, myself is already
On it,
umbrellaed under there. But it's going to be the one-stop shop for like album covers, mixing, hopefully be production stuff soon as well.
You're practically
And
thinking like
everything.
Interstellar.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Brain, we're here. We got you. We'll push you, push us.
Don't
You know
worry,
how
the
it
collabs
goes.
are coming. The collab will come.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
even like merch and stuff as well. So
Oh, yeah, you got merch as well.
yeah.
I've seen your merch thing. Cold.
yeah,
Okay,
so
okay. So with your merch, like, do you have your own, as in like your own shop? Do you
So
print your
I've
own
got my
stuff?
own website. It is all printed and shipped from a company in America, but they do really good work. All of the stuff that I've got from there is top tier stuff.
And you
like
can buy
they
it and
do.
order your stuff online. Okay.
Yeah, and
Could you
they'll-
teach Interstellar how to get our stuff
Oh, yeah.
online? Because we've got
course,
our
yeah.
shop, we just don't know how to
No,
get
yeah, of
onto
course.
that market yet.
I can show you how this one works. I can show you how the one that I use works because they literally do everything. You can put the designs on there,
Mm-hmm.
pick what colors, pick what everything, and they will just make a shop out of it for you. So I'll show you this as well. Of
Cold.
It's really good quality stuff. You can pick. They give you a big long list of all the t-shirts, all the like thicknesses, thread counts, everything, and you can just go through like that. Yeah.
Definitely need that.
Yeah.
Definitely need that.
But this is something that me and one of my friends was working on because he's a YouTube streamer and a Twitch streamer. So we were working on a project together of a little clothing line, and it's just sort of grown a little bit into my merch, his merch, and then a joint project.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool.
I've heard about that Twitch. Would you recommend joining the Twitch?
100%. Yeah.
Is it good for the music vibes as well?
It- have a fan base
From
as
the
well,
looks
innit?
of it, it is very big for like music now. T-Pain's doing a lot of Twitch streaming, and he just sits and make songs.
Gotta build that
Yeah.
that community fan base.
Yeah,
Have people
and
online
it is
watching you.
that close thing because my mate's community got pretty big. His name's K-Reviate. It got really big, and all of them know me as a musician. So they all ask me for like intro music. They ask me for
put in their videos, like, yeah.
Yeah, they just sit and play my music whenever we're like streaming or whenever they're playing games.
The life I was meant for, always on their mind and it's getting kinda tiring. I'm always in their mouth like dentures, work like ventures, money like collectors, see the bigger picture, projectors. Can't sneak past me, inspector, listen up like Alexa. Ain't it shooting movies when I say I'm a director. Lambo switching lanes, you know I'm swerving. Bags full of...
So they're like a big part of my community now as well. And Twitch is just mega for that because all of a sudden loads of people you don't know are just in your stream talking to you. Yeah. Because people can just, if they've streamed to like 20 people and them 20 people are still
they're
there
hearing
and
that
they're
call?
about to
That's-
finish.
who's that?
Yeah, but if they're about to finish streaming, they can take all of their viewers to you while you're sitting there streaming to yours.
Oh, yeah, true,
so they
true,
just bring
true.
all of their viewers across. So once he just had 100 people brought into his stream, so we were just sitting there like
whoa.
what do we do now?
We
Yeah.
live.
We're all just
We're
trying-
live. Oh
we're
my
all just
God.
playing Call of Duty. Like we don't know what to do, so we're all just sitting there like
all nervous.
laughing at each other. Yeah. But
And then I bet everyone would have been pointing at each other.
Yeah, we're
you're
all just like, "Ah."
what do you do? You look. Go wash your face.
yeah, so
get out, run
and
out.
that's the point where we all just introduce ourselves. He's like, I'm the mainstream, I'm the gamer, and I'm like, I'm the musician. We do this,
yeah,
and we
yeah,
all
makes
just
sense,
like
makes
play
sense.
Good.
play different stuff. Yeah. So he's one of my biggest like supporters. He'll just all of a sudden be like, I'm gonna play you something that Jason sent me before. I just want to know what you think. So we just sit there, and then all of a sudden I get all these like feedback comments of you need to change this a little bit, or this sounds amazing, and that is what you want. You want a community of people who are just gonna sit there and be like, that sounds great, maybe not that one, but put this one out now.
Yeah. All right, I got a strong question for you now.
Go on.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Legacy.
Yeah, what you wanna
Trust.
be
'Cause
remembered
you've said
as?
so much that makes sense to where
Yeah.
we're at now.
Because you got a lot going on. You doing a lot of things.
Like,
My legacy, I want it to be that hard work gets you a long way, and I want to show the fact that I've worked from the bottom up until the top.
From A to B, yeah.
In anything that I do, it's always I will start as low as I need to, and I will
you will
work
get there, yeah.
until I can get to the top of it.
If it's music, it's producing. If it's merch,
Yeah.
if it's this,
Even if it's
that.
just like my day job, I will always show that I can give everything into it and prove that I deserve to be where I am. And I just wanted that's what I want to be left. I want left behind is
he did that. He did that
really well.
He
Yeah.
did that. He did that.
He did really well.
He did that.
He's gonna use. He did really
Yeah.
well.
He did
He's
that.
like,
If you
look
say
at what
did
he
that,
made.
It could be anything that
Yeah.
he did.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's
But
better.
he did really, really well. Yeah.
Sorry.
My legacy, I want to leave all my music in one big place and just be like, look at all this that I made over the years. Just listen to how random, like, thoughts in my brain have come out onto tracks over the years. Like,
Growth from
yeah.
Because that brings us to like, what would you want people to remember you on? Like, really, like from that memory of that legacy. What in that legacy would you be like? Cool. I want them to remember me for my music life, or like
yeah,
my
club
dance
bangers,
life,
it's called
my clone.
club
Like,
bangers.
let them know something
I
about you that
definitely
the
wanna-
audience don't even know.
I want to be remembered for the next song that we're going to put out. I think that's going to be the
The
one.
next song
My
you're
heart's
about
beating.
to put
I
out.
think that's the
beating
one.
when you said
You
that.
guys heard that one here
Yeah.
first. That song just got recorded.
That is the
Yeah,
one. Like, the
that
music
one.
I'm
Like-
making now is completely different to the music I was making 3 months ago.
True.
It's so, like, completely different. So,
Wasn't a special one just now. Still.
yeah.
I'm saying no more evidence.
So yeah, the one that we just made before, I want that to be. I think that is going to be one of the biggest ones that we're going to be remembered for because it's just.
Okay. Like I said, I heard space. I mean, I haven't heard it, but the space, it might be, you know.
See, that is another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
See some DJ Khaled behavior going on, guys.
Yeah.
Another one. So that wasn't even the main conversation to the one I thought I heard that I like. It's something else
Don't
they
worry,
got in
you'll-
the package.
You'll hear the next one.
Yeah.
You'll hear the
Nah,
one.
running
the
heavy, yeah.
one he got, like it's deep.
Yeah.
First time I heard him on that, I was like, yo, J-Nov, like,
I
whoa.
feel like it could be
Give
one
me
that comes out
goosebumps.
every year, like a Christmas song. I
we
feel
need-
like it could come back
we need
every
more
year.
from him, like where you just record, like, no, yeah. When you hit this one,
You will know.
it's
Yeah.
cold.
But it feels like one of them songs that will come back every year just for the time. So like Christmas songs, the way they
come back,
spike
yeah.
back up in the start of November, I feel like it could be one of them that will spark back up end of February, start of March. Yeah.
It's a deep one.
Yeah.
What lessons could you give to the audience right now? Like just moving forward in regards to what you've learned and grown from what you've just told us from your experience.
Yeah.
What could you give them right now? Like give them a gem.
Main one is don't think you know it all, because somebody will come around and show you that you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is the big one.
Like that
You'll
one.
never
Yeah,
know
Repeat that
everything.
again for them.
Do not think you know it all.
Give it to
Somebody
them. Look at them in the
do
eye.
not think you know
Give
it
it to
all.
them.
Somebody will show you. that you
How
don't.
it's done, yeah, literally.
You heard it here first. All right.
Because I have walked into rooms and thought, yeah, I know I'm gonna probably be the most knowledgeable person in this room, and then somebody will just sneak in and show you up completely, and you're like, fair.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You didn't know,
Always
yeah.
be ready to accept that there is something that you don't know.
Always learn, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think you're the better one, cause yeah,
God, yeah.
that's a good point. And have you ever done no videos out of the UK?
I haven't done any out of the UK yet. I'm still waiting on these.
So they all just been in Liverpool.
Yeah, all been in Liverpool so far. I'm waiting on a couple of contacts that I've got a little bit more down south and in the Midlands, and then hopefully I can get out in different countries, because when I go out over to like Zimbabwe and South Africa and stuff, I want to get as
videos
much footage
done,
as I
yeah.
can. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's just going to be
Zimbabwe.
different scenery.
Break that down for the audience because they don't know what's happening there. Because I slyly heard it. I didn't think you wanted to talk about it, but
No,
break
yeah,
it down then.
So-
Zimbabwe.
We're trying to get any music contacts we can get out there anyway. And then there's always a festival that is around April time every year. And it keeps just popping up into my mind, and I want to go and be there. And with the contacts I have now, they know a few people who I can get in touch with, and a few artists that I can talk to. So I'm just trying to get that baseline down of I'll be able to walk over there and just see the scenery and see the atmosphere and see all the
that's
energy.
cool.
'cause
Go everywhere easy.
The energy is so different over there.
If you
It's-
go, we're
it's
coming
madness.
next. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, oh yeah.
Just break the ice. just break the ice.
It's just to go in, see where to start, and then bring the whole team.
You know, like San Andreas, when there's that bit, when it's the red line. You
Yeah,
can't go
well, you
there
can't go
until you
through, yeah.
complete a mission.
Yeah.
You're about to do that mission
is-
for us
that
to be
is
like,
complete
"Brrrr."
the mission.
Complete it,
Bust
And
my
then all
balls
just
down.
swarms, just Avengers assemble
Yeah.
and that.
Because it is, if you take over any it's usually South Africa, they're the biggest for music. If you take over South Africa, your music goes everywhere. And that is the main one. You just need to be international.
Because my
Yeah.
best friend from London, he's Zimbabwean. He's
Yeah.
bloodline, like deep
Yeah.
Zimbabwean. So like, if he hears, he's gonna hear this anyway. I'm
Oh,
gonna break
yeah.
it to him. Like, yo, break it
You'll be
down.
like,
The plugs for my
listen to
plug.
this, yeah.
Get my plugs, some plugs, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's
but it's
going
all
Zim,
contacts.
make a phone call to your guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about the magic doctors, but the main dogs, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jay, I'm excited for you for that.
all
Hopefully
contacts.
we can bring you back and speak on
100%.
that
Speak on
again.
that, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that'll be an exciting thing for the audience.
yeah.
Because I'm itching to actually hear how
Oh,
that
100%,
goes.
yeah.
I wanna go. If when you go,
He doesn't. He don't
Bobby's
even want.
like-
He don't want to hear
Bobby's like,
it.
I got time, let's go.
Let's fly now.
it's inspiring. Like
Give me my passport. Yep. Give me the bags.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause-
go. Like
Yeah.
cities is getting used too much. Like we tell you the same scene, the same area, the same
Yeah,
club,
it's
the
stuck
same.
to
Like
the
it's
same.
so normal now.
stuck
Like,
in the same
yeah.
soil.
It's
You see
stale.
the-
It's
you see the
stale.
same people in the crowd.
the same.
now,
Like
and that's
when you
the way
go out,
it
it's
is.
like
So,
yes,
yeah.
okay,
You open
Africa,
your-
America, Jamaica, whatever. It's different.
Yeah.
You learn different things. You drink different things. You eat different things.
Yeah.
So if you go, yeah,
And if you
Therefore.
talk to the musicians out there, you'll know so much different stuff. Like the way they record to the way we record is so
Different, yeah.
so wild. Like one of my friends, DC from Gambia, we've worked on a couple of tracks together,
Man, that's
and
the man,
yeah,
yeah.
and they're just a madness. Like that song is definitely coming out just before this summer.
Cold,
yeah, because
cold.
it's just
Cold.
mad. They will sit, they'll record. They may have a power cut in the middle. They'll just wait, and then
Literally.
they'll just go again. Like he was just telling me that power was out for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
They just sat, they wrote,
Yeah.
they jammed for a bit, and then it all came back on, and they just laid it down
just
straight
shot
away.
Like living in Africa, obviously, and I've been born in Africa, being young. Like I came the UK like around 9.
Yeah.
So like me myself, I know those situations because I remember those days where we literally went weeks.
Yeah,
No lights,
with no power.
no power. And
Had to survive.
if you didn't have like a power generator, you looked like the broke people in the
Yeah.
village or
No, yeah.
in the community, because you would literally get one house with one light on
Yeah.
in the whole
In
estate.
the whole,
You can't
yeah.
share it.
You
And
can stand on a
they
cliff.
can't share
and-
it. You will literally stand on a cliff and that's all you
Yeah,
see.
that
As if
one house.
That one house is in charge of
that's
everyone,
right.
but it's not. That's just because the power outage has gone around everyone, and everyone around there can't afford just a generator.
Yeah.
A simple
it's
generator.
peak, man.
And
It's
we're
peak.
there thinking like, oh, we could just turn the light on, turn it off anytime,
No,
whatever.
yeah.
Like I'm still in tune to it now. I tend to just switch off the lights because I'm just
Yeah, you're like-
used to it being
Take things for granted,
get
yeah.
off. I don't even
Take
want you
things
near
for
me now
granted.
because I'm taking it for granted. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of the people in the UK would definitely see that in a different perspective
Oh,
if they
gotcha.
was there.
They was there, they were- yeah.
Because it's harder to tell someone, because I'm hearing
Yeah.
it from how he's
Perspective
just
is
explained
so
it to you,
different,
and
yeah.
I've experienced it, so I don't know
Yeah.
how he just said that to you. My
Exactly.
experience was like I'm telling you where I couldn't go get bread.
Yeah.
Because now I don't know the distance I can go to not get hit or stabbed or robbed.
Risk.
Full stop.
Oh, yeah.
Comes back
Risk,
to risk.
bro. Yeah,
Because
comes
you're now
to
back at the risk. And if
Yeah.
it's a girl or a woman, she doesn't know how far she can go
even
without
worse.
getting.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that the word, but
Literally.
in regards to that, that's also
Bro,
something.
yeah.
A fear factor. People live
Perspective
through
is so
life
different,
for their
yeah,
life
bro.
every day till today, even till now. People are still living that time, which don't make
Yeah,
sense. We're in
like-
an economy where what?
shouldn't
What
be
do
that
you
way.
mean they're losing
Bro,
lights
yeah.
every day in the week?
Every day. Like,
But yeah, let's not get into
We
that because
were-
we'll be here for weeks on that
when
discussion.
when I was told about the opportunity to go to South Africa for the first time, they were like, "You'll go with a team of people. There will always be a group of people around you because
Like tourists?
No, not even tourists. You'll have a team
That
of
lives there?
locals around you
Oh.
because if anything goes down, they are the ones that you want nearby because all of them are strapped." Yeah,
Hush, hush.
because it's one of them.
Gotta
They-
check in, gotta check in.
It's a
You
different
gotta
vibe.
check
Yeah,
in
so
and
they will be the ones that will look after you. They'll show you around. They'll show you the best time of your life, but they'll also make sure that you will come back alive.
Yeah, nah.
yeah,
Good, good.
because it's different perspective. There's nothing the same as that city that you're in. You'll never find an energy that is the same as that, and you want somebody local to show you around.
Yeah, that is true. You
Nah,
definitely need
that's true.
someone local. You don't want to
Yeah.
be out there in the community lost trying to
Exactly.
understand like why I can't go to this area and I can't go to this area. You want to just be going there because like you like that vibe.
Yeah.
You want this vibe. You don't want
Don't want
I
drama.
hear you. Like
Yeah.
on that note, like I mean we're pretty much wrapped up with you today,
Oh,
Jay.
yeah.
I'm not trying to give the audience too much because I feel like you've done a lot of interviews.
Looking at this
They
one,
should
yeah.
go check you out anyway. So most of the time, like unless you have a few questions as well,
This one,
Bobby's got
the
a
collab,
few
yeah, this
private
one.
ones for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you could collaborate with any big artist, who would it be? Not other than Mandem, anyone like big. Who would you see collabing with?
But like yeah, big
UK
name
or
then.
US?
See, I have a couple.
Okay, say the name.
Chris Brown is a big one.
Okay,
I think
Breezy.
I think just seeing Seabreeze in the studio would just be
Blow
a
your mind,
life-changing
yeah.
experience. Yeah,
Crazy.
Because I've watched a couple of videos on like how his producer like and his engineers record for
Mm-hmm.
him, and it's literally play, he sings, okay, jump back a couple, sing again, and
Yeah.
it'll just
Plugins,
go through like
yeah.
that, and he'll do a whole album in a day. Like
Crazy.
it's mad. Yeah, they literally just play, drag up, okay, next, do it again, play, drag up, and yeah.
Three, yeah. So give us
So
the number
Chris
2
Brown
or
is
3.
number one.
Chris
Who's
Brown
the-
is definitely one. Busta Rhymes.
you taking it back?
Rhymes, bro. I'm taking it
Yeah,
back.
you hit us. You hit
I am
us over
taking
here in
it
the 90s, babies.
back.
Yeah, yeah. Say
Yes.
that.
You took it back. Why?
That is why. That is why. I want that.
That was a book.
Yeah,
You
bro.
literally man goes. That's a book.
Yep, the
just
whole verse.
just to be there and just hear him go, call me the king of the scene. And I'll just be like, yeah, I'm done.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. I'll be like, I don't even need to come out. I'm done. Yeah.
That's right.
Life.
I wasn't expecting
Done.
that one.
Yeah.
Buster, you heard that here
Busta
first.
is the
You gotta
one,
show
bro.
us
Busta
some love
is the
too.
one. And then if we're going
UK now. Give me UK now. Yeah, got two Americans. Chris Brown and Busta.
Bugsy
right?
Malone, bro.
Oh, Mane.
Yeah. I think
Going back to Mane.
Yeah, bro.
Money?
He's just on
Oh,
a
what is it?
different-
0161.
Yeah,
0161. He's
0161.
just on a completely different wave currently. Like
Yeah, currently,
with
he is.
all
yeah.
the stuff that he's doing, like he's just entrepreneur, businessman, musician. He's just everything. So I just want to see his mindset and get that song made with him as well. Like
That'd be
it'd
cool.
just be crazy.
Boxing, J North.
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
Because he does boxing, he does music, he does his own brand thing. He's doing other. He's in shows now as well. He's in a movie.
Yeah, he's back on shows. He's
I've
doing
seen him, bruv.
movies.
After that car crash, he
clothing.
survived that. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
man, just rebuild himself. I'm thinking, Terminator. Terminator.
Like Wolverine, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, and Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, bro.
So in the future, if you get one of them collabs,
I feel like they're the
said
top.
it here, you said it here first.
In the magic mic,
Stuff that Bobby Chick says out loud comes true, bro.
manifestation.
Stuff that Bobby Chick says out loud comes true. No,
For
that's
real,
cool.
for real. Like,
Yeah.
what would you give the audience as well? Not movie, because most of our videos feels like a movie.
like a
anyway,
movie,
but
yeah.
what's your next video that you can give the audience right now that you can like tease them about that you got coming?
Ooh,
There you
the
go,
next
come on.
one.
Is that one?
It's gonna be the next one that I'm in is gonna be the
one, yeah.
Are You Ready?
Are you ready? Remix
That we shot the other day. It was a
with
great
our dog,
shoot of us
Specs,
just messing
Jizz,
around.
MB,
Yeah.
me,
All the boys.
J North, 6 rappers.
We were just vibing. The initial studio session for that song, for the just normal version of it, was just wild.
I wasn't there, so I missed out on that
you weren't
session.
there for that one. It was just mad. I had our dog, CJ, Specs, Jizz, all in the studio. It's not like a big studio as well. We're all just pinned in this room.
Just
having
bouncing.
the best time, yeah, just vibing around. Literally, we were there for about 4 or 5 hours, just
And
vibing.
he mixed it, right? You mixed it,
Yeah,
right?
mixed that for
He
starting
produced
off.
it. You know what I mean?
And then the one after is going to be our one, which is
we
very hush at the
we just
moment.
recorded it, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fresh one.
Just recorded it. It's very hush at the moment.
Teasers
'cause
right
there's
now.
gonna be
Goosebumps.
Going to be a couple of surprises for a couple of people, and then that is when we'll start to properly push. And
I'm excited for that. Obviously, you already know coming into the month, got you on the Cosmic Twilight.
oh yeah,
Got a
Your
little
album,
teaser
yeah.
for them. So
I'm
that
so
they know.
excited. That song's
I ain't
finally
trying to
coming
press
out.
too much on it.
I'm so
I ain't saying
excited. That's
too
fine.
I'm
much.
That
so
song's coming out.
excited.
I'm so
Literally, Bobby was like,
excited.
"You're on the project, aren't you?" And I just started singing it. I was like,
Yeah, straight away. In person,
I was like,
What?
I was like, yeah, man.
Don't get me gas.
Yeah.
You lot
Yeah,
don't
when you
know.
let
well
I was like, you on it, you know? He's
excited.
like, oh yeah, no. Brrr. I was like, oh,
But
okay.
he's
I haven't heard
already
that,
been
so I
known.
was listening
Yeah,
to
for
that.
Jay's been known because
We
Bobby
need
didn't
that
even
one
know
out
you
after.
was on
Yeah.
it as well. So
Yeah.
he's
Need
been
that one out
shocked
after.
recently as well. But yeah, I'm excited for that. So by the end of today, people will probably see the flyer, the poster.
this,
yeah.
Literally the cover of it. How
yeah.
I can deep it. I don't want to say too much because it's more about
Zero,
J North.
yeah.
You
Ah,
feel
no.
me? And obviously J North will be on my team, so I'm looking to keep him active, keep him going, keep him constructively
man.
going throughout the rest of this year. Because I'm excited about most of the projects he's got
2023,
coming.
bro,
I hope
yeah.
you guys are excited. I know he's excited. Probably if you have anything else you want to break down. for
I'm
J
excited
North,
for his next
you
thing
know
with
what
me
I
and
mean?
him. I'm just waiting for that one. That was
Yeah.
a difference. My first time doing a collab with him on that song, so it's
Yeah.
not drill, it's not a club song, it's not like anything that I've done with him. So
Yeah.
it's a deep one where we hit everyone. So yeah, I can't
be
say
in your
too
feelings
much.
for it.
Coming for feelings this year. It seems like feelings.
2023
As we
is
leave on that
feelings.
note with feelings, can you send some Valentine's love and Valentine's energy for the rest of the vibe for the people?
Yes.
I know you lot did. And this is an exclusive again. An exclusive, I repeat, an exclusive. Sorry, I'm not going to say too much, but I'm just saying because I heard it today. But in regards to Valentine's Day energies for the moms, they're about to drop you lot something.
Yeah,
Go on,
so-
just break it down.
I want to just give love to everybody who supports me, everybody in my circle. You all know who you are. You're all just fantastic. I couldn't be where I am without you. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all of these big
Special
big
days, we got
dates coming
something.
up. There is something for all of you. Trust me.
Especially the ladies.
Jay, so you got some
Especially the
music for them as well, you say, yeah?
I've got music coming
Nice,
for every
nice.
special occasion.
Do you want to throw them your handles, let them know your socials?
It is J North on Instagram, so it's JNXRTH. It is J North on pretty much everything, to be fair.
Same spelling.
Same spelling. Everything is in my Instagram bio. There is one big link with all the other links on. So come and find me.
Very simple.
And
It's
I
finding them.
will just love you forever.
Oh, we're loving you. Thank you, Jay, for giving us your presence, giving us your energy, giving us
course.
your thoughts, giving us some of your
Everything.
deep and
gave
secrets.
us
We didn't get too deep, but hopefully on our
Next
second
time,
one that
next
we can
time,
catch
yeah.
you and we can break it down a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
better. But yeah, on that note, I think
Yeah.
pretty much wrapped up for you, Jay. We'll keep you easy and nice.
yeah,
Let you go
man.
get your afternoon in and enjoy the vibe. You know how it goes. Obviously, Interstellar
Smashed
for
it, man.
ourselves. Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for having me.
It's me, myself, the Benji Effect, and
Bobby Tricks,
Bobby
you know,
Tricks.
Babs.
Jano.
We outside with it.
Yo, man,
We
love.
live it better.